Good afternoon, students. A very warm welcome for your online lectures. Myself, Anuradha Bhosle, will be taking your paper for Angiosperm Taxonomy. In this paper, I will be teaching you credit second, that is system of classification. Student, as the name comes taxonomy. Taxonomy is the science which deals with the identification, classification and nomenclature. In this lecture, we will be studying in depth about the systems of classification. Firstly, we need to see what the classification is. Classification is ordering organism on the basis of shared properties in particular taxon. So, do you ever think or do you ever have given the thought that why there is need of classification? We have seen the human dependence on the plant for living force him to recognize them. Hence, for the recognition, classification is important. Hence, the classification were basically of three types, that is artificial classification, natural classification and phylogenetic classification. The artificial classification is the earliest system of classification which remained dominant from 300 BC up to about 1830 were the artificial system. These were based on one or few easily observable characters of plant such as habit, whether they are tree, shrubs, herbs, etc. or floral characters, particularly the number of stamens and carpels. The sexual system of Linnaeus is a good example of artificial classification which uses only one attribute, that is the number of stamens, for grouping plant into 24 classes, as a result of which various unrelated taxa which are not at all related but similar in one respect only have been placed under same class. So we can see in artificial system only one or few observable characters were depend to place them in one particular taxa. But this created the problem, that is many unrelated taxa were placed together based on the few observable characters. So this has some demerits. The second is natural classification. Natural classification. This system of classification are based upon overall resemblance, mostly in gross morphology, thus utilizing as many taxonomic characters as possible to group taxa. Charles Darwin proposed theory of evolution postulates that the present day plants which have descended from those existing in the ancient past through a series of modification in response to changing environmental conditions, which means that all present day plants are related to each other in one way or another. Hence, the natural way of classification described by Charles Darwin said that today's plants were similar to those of the ancient. They have the similar characteristics, and based on those characteristics, not only few but mostly the taxonomic characteristics, they were grouped into the taxa. Thus, the closely related plants should naturally be grouped together. This is called natural classification. Larger the number of characters shared by different taxa, more closely related they are to each other. This is the basis of modern classification. The third is phylogenetic classification. the classification system proposed after Darwin's theory are mostly phylogenetic. That is, they use as many as taxonomic characters as possible in addition to phylogenetic interpretations. Here the word comes phylogenetic, simply means evolutionary. So, in phylogenetic classification, the evolutionary characters were studied to classify the organism, and these were actually the correct way of classification because this tells us about the particular ancient features of an organism. These are expressed in the form of phylogenetic trees or shrubs showing presumed evolution of the groups. The natural systems are two-dimensional, that is based on the data available at any time is known as horizontal classification, whereas the third dimensional, that is past history or ancestral history, results in phylogenetic classification. Hence, the phylogenetic classification is also known as vertical classification or evolutionary classification, and the natural classification system is known as horizontal classification. So, in this lecture, in the system of classification, the subtopic, that is phenetic and phylogenetic classification, is being focused. So, what exactly the phenetic classification is? Students, in genetics, you might have come across the terminologies, that is phenotype, genotype, etc. Hence, the word phonetics means phenotype, means external characters. In biology, phonetics, in Greek, phenein means to appear, also known as taximetrics. It is an attempt to classify organism based on overall similarity, usually in morphology or other observable traits, regardless to their phylogeny or evolutionary relationship. You must know the phonetics and phylogeny are two different terminologies. Phonetics simply means the morphological or observable traits, and phylogeny means the evolutionary traits. In phonetics classification, the organisms are placed according to their similarities, like we have studied in artificial classification system. That is, like with like is placed in one particular taxa. Use of many characters to define overall similarity. So, in phonetic classification, use of many characters is done to define the overall similarity, like we studied in natural classification system. Many taxonomic traits were studied together to put the organism in particular taxa. Linnean. This phonetic classification is Linnean, that is before Darwin. So, not based on evolution. It means the phonetic classification is not at all based on the evolution, but it may reflect some history. Now, what exactly the problem comes with the phonetic classification? In this type of classification, uses all types of characters such as analogies, ancestral and derived homologies. In phonetic classification, it is closely related to numerical taxonomy, which is concerned with the use of numerical methods for taxonomic classification. Many people contribute to the development of phonetics, but the most influential were Peter Smith and Robert Sokal. Phonetics has largely been suppressed by cladistics for research into evolutionary relationship among species. You will see further what is cladistic. that is the study of clade or phylogenetic tree. So why phonetics is being suppressed, you will know in your further lectures. Phonetic techniques include various forms of clustering and ordination. These are the sophisticated ways of reducing the variation displayed by organism to a manageable level. Like we seen in the artificial system, same in the phonetic system, students, only few things were studied and based on those things the organisms were classified. So no evolutionary proofs were seen for the classification. Hence, these were not being widely accepted. But later on, after the Darwin, the terminology came into an existence, that is phylogenetic classification. The phylogenetic system proposed subsequent to the acceptance of the theory of descents. That is, the primary objective of phylogenetic studies in botany is the determination of origin and relationship of all the taxa of both extinct and living plants. So this makes the difference in phonetic and phylogenetic. In phylogenetic, we see the origin as well as the relationship of all the taxa in both manner, in extinct way or in the living plants. But whereas in phonetic way, we see only the observable characters. No origins were seen. So that made difficult for their ancestral study or the evolutionary study. Hence, phylogeny deals with the evolutionary history of all taxa. What exactly the evolutionary history is, students? Evolution simply means the change with respect to time. So basically, while correlating the organisms, we need to study the different changes which is being seen in them. Hence, the phylogenetic classification function of taxonomic research at all levels of classification. There are different models of phylogenetic classifications. The one is phylogeny. Phylogeny is the evolutionary history of an organism and is depicted by classification system. The second is cladiastic. Now what exactly the cladiastic is? It is a system of classification based on phylogeny. So here you will see a diagram where the evolutionary history is being depicted by the classification system, and a scientist who use cladiastics assumes organisms diverge and evolve from a common ancestors, still retain some unique characteristics called derived traits. A cladogram uses the derived traits in the form of a branching diagram. So, while studying the phylogenetic classification, we will be studying in detail about the branching diagram, which is also called as cladogram. So, in the next lecture, we will see what is the difference between phonetic and phylogenetic classification. Students, let's recall fast what we studied in this lecture. In this lecture, we studied about the system of classification. First, we have seen what is classification. Classification is ordering or grouping the organism. Okay, then there are three basic types of classification which we studied in their lower classes, that is artificial classification, natural classification and phylogenetic classification. In artificial classification, which was seen before Darwin in the time of Linnaeus, that is, this was only done with the one or few observable characters. In sexual reproducing organism like the plants, they were grouped together with the number of stamens into 24 different families which were not closely related, and this made a huge demerit with the artificial system. The second one is natural system. In natural system, organisms were grouped in due to their natural way of classification. So here we have seen in that natural classification the closely related plant were grouped naturally. Okay. Then the third is phylogenetic classification, which were proposed after the Darwin theory, that is due to on the basis of the evolutionary interpretation. The artificial classification is two dimensional. Artificial and natural classification is two dimensional. The natural classification is also called as horizontal classification, whereas the phylogenetic classification is called as vertical classification or the evolutionary classification. Here we will be studying in depth about the phenetic and phylogenetic. So phenetic only use the morphological or observable traits. The like with like is used for grouping the organism, and these were before the Darwin. This had been used the numerical taxonomy, like the closely related organisms were put forth, and in phylogenetic classification the evolutionary interpretation is done. The evolutionary history of all the taxa is seen. It is the function of taxonomic research at all the levels of classification. And in phylogenetic classification we will be seeing the diagram, that is the branching diagram, or is also called as cladogram, which we will be seeing in next lecture. So if any doubt or query is there, student, please let me know. Thanking you and concluding the today's lecture. Thank you all.